Hey all, how are you? It's Dave, coming to you from the job site yet again. It's what, March 17th, Sunday, March 17th. So not a lot has happened. It's a beautiful day here in Hermosa. Look over my head there. Look at those beautiful doggies in that Jeep. But I still wanted to document what's going on because we've made some changes. Let me swing the, not changes, but updates, I guess. So over the last couple days, the wall's really all done. By the way, these are just extra stones because the top of the wall is completely done. They've cemented all of the top pieces, so that's how you know that it's done. And I know we're not going any further than that. So these are just extras, good to have for now. At some point, I want to do some stairs down here. Maybe we'll use those extra stones for stairs. I don't know. I had another thought too, that there could be a little bit of a deck landing, just enough because we had to have access down here, right? So remember, the gazebo is going to be right down there. So we're going to have a little pathway going down there. So the wall's going to continue on once we work on phase 2. So we got to figure out a way to get down here. And we'd already talked about some sort of steps. So my thought is that we could do a landing, comes out here kind of like that, just enough for you to go down a flight of stairs on one side or a flight of stairs on the other. It's only going to be like 3 or 4 steps. So kind of a cute little landing, and a little balcony, because then you'll have 2 options. You kind of go to the left, I guess, if you want to go down the pathway here to the gazebo. But if you want to go to the right, you'll come down this way, which is going to cut off here at a point and go down into the woods and zigzag back and forth down to the creek, which I've mentioned before, but I'm mentioning it again. So anyway, what's happened? What have they done? Just take a walk and I'll show you. It's all underground shit. No pun intended, because it's septic related. Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. God, I'm funny. We are still waiting on the permit to do anything above ground. We can do below ground, but we can't do anything above ground. So we have done a lot of below ground stuff. As far as that goes, the architect is finalizing the plans for the main house over there, but we want to do the whole thing together in one permit, so that in the event that any laws change, that part over there will be grandfathered in to the current laws. So I mentioned that too. That's why we're waiting. But as soon as we get those architectural designs, we can get the permitting done, and then we can start doing all the above ground stuff. So we've been kind of dragging our feet a little bit, just doing what we can do, but there's actually been a lot of work to do. These are the drains. They're just blocked right now. These are just like rainwater drains that'll kind of be in the middle of the property in a couple different places. Obviously the ground's going to come up a little higher, and then we'll have grates over those. That is actually related to the leach field, which the leach field is a big old hole in the ground that's all done right there. And these tubes here are also related to that whole septic system too. To be honest, I'm not sure what the purpose of these white tubes are, but I know they're septic related. I think, is it venting or something? Somebody smarter than me. Maybe that's where some of the motor goes. I don't know. But these pits here that they've started working on are going to be where the actual septic tanks will be for each one of the little cabinas. So there's 3 of them in process. I don't know if you can see in there, that dark colored stone right there. It's just rock solid, which is very encouraging. I like the fact that this is just, I like it being difficult to have to dig into this ground. It means that in the event of an earthquake, which happened here, maybe we won't be as effed. Maybe. Sorry if you notice I'm still limping a little bit. I got a damn infection in my leg. I don't know if you guys know. I think I mentioned it too. I had to have a hip revision. I've had both my hips done. They're both prosthetic. And then the right one decided to start giving me grief recently, long story short. So I'm just back from Colorado having it revised. And then I got a little bit of an infection in the incision. So I'm on a pretty hefty round of antibiotics. And it doesn't seem like it's spreading, but it still kind of makes me a little stiff. So I still have a little bit of a Frankenstein-y walk. Maybe it's just me. Each hole in its own process of development. So that's about it. That's it from the home front for now. You can see all these drains in here. The big cement things, those are all drains, and then these white things are all related to the septic. So even though these guys share some of the same trenching, they're not related. Obviously, this is what dumps out over there. It goes all the way to where we've got those two big circular things in the ground right there. And then from there, it goes way down, like another 100 meters or so, down into the jungle. Got almost all the way to the creek. Okay. Unless there's something interesting over here. I think that's all I'm going to subject you guys to for a Sunday afternoon. I just wanted to come up here and see what was going on. I've been chilling this weekend, just trying to get this hip better and trying to respect the process and let the antibiotics do their job. It's hard for me. I don't like sitting still. I feel really lazy. I haven't been able to exercise in like frickin' months. I can't wait to start swimming again. Nope, doesn't look like anything to report here. This is all looking really well done. Very finished at this point. This is all at the proper grade where we're going to be. So I think that ultimately this is going to be about where the garage is. Somewhere in here, which will be good to have these inside the garage and be able to access them. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that because they're not quite up to the same level. It's where I've got professionals like Steph to help me with this stuff. But the idea with the garage too is that when you come in, most of the time it's just going to be wide open. We'll have some like blinds you can bring down in the event that it's raining really hard and blowing in sideways. But I kind of wanted this back wall of the garage to be open. So I mean, there'll still be a garage door. Picture this, if you will. So, I mean, you come in here and there's like a garage door somewhere, yay. And then as the garage door opens up, you still have this incredible view of basically the sunset. You're opening the garage door into the sunset view. So, every spot in the house where we can capture the view, we're doing it. All right. That's it, guys. Thanks for your time. Till next time, Pura Vida.